There is a time to speak, and there is a time to remain silent. Wisdom is not found in the volume of our words, but in the value of our restraint. My brothers and sisters, we live in a world where information is currency and silence, when chosen wisely, is a shield. I have walked through prisons of steel and prisons of the mind, and I have learned that not every truth must be spoken, and not every thought must be shared. For those who are truly wise, the ability to protect certain truths, even from those closest, is not cowardice. It is strength. Today, I will speak not to stir fear, but to awaken discernment. If you consider yourself smart, careful, and courageous, then understand this. There are 3 things you must never reveal, no matter the temptation, no matter the cost. Let us journey through this truth together. There is a sacred strength in silence, especially when it guards the dreams that live deep within us, our long-term goals. Those quiet visions we nurture late at night or early in the morning are the seeds of our destiny. When you speak too early or too often about these goals, you expose them to forces that may not support them. Some may pretend to encourage you, yet secretly doubt you. Others may actively work against your progress, not out of reason, but out of envy, fear, or their own limitation. By sharing your goals prematurely, you allow outside voices to interfere with your internal compass. Those voices, even when subtle, can distort your sense of purpose and weaken your resolve. Many great leaders, revolutionaries, and thinkers have understood this. They protected their deepest ambitions not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. Because they knew that before an idea becomes reality, it is vulnerable. Like a flame in the wind, it must be shielded until it burns strong enough to survive on its own. In my own life, I often held back my plans not because I lacked courage, but because I knew that strength lies not only in speaking boldly, but in knowing when to hold your vision close. You must learn to speak through your actions and let your progress be your announcement. Too many people are eager to impress the world with their intentions. They talk of what they will become, what they will do, what they will build, but intentions alone are not achievements, and words once spoken create expectations that may burden you before you are ready. Worse still, when your plans are exposed to the wrong ears, they can be sabotaged. People may mock you, discourage you, or plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Even your own inner voice can be shaken if you absorb too much noise from the outside. Silence, then, becomes a tool of self-protection. It gives you the space to grow quietly, to refine your purpose, and to take action without interference. Silence does not mean inaction. It means discipline. It means you are focused more on doing than on announcing. You are investing your energy into building something real, not entertaining others with promises. And when the time comes, when your work begins to speak for itself, then you may share your story not as a boast, but as an offering of inspiration to others. Until then, your vision is your responsibility. Treat it like a precious jewel, hidden not out of shame, but out of care. Even those closest to you do not always need to know your every ambition, because not all are equipped to carry the weight of your dreams. Some will not understand them, and some will try to reshape them to fit their own limitations. You must protect your dreams from the world until they are ready to stand. Just as a builder lays a foundation quietly before the house rises into view, you too must lay your foundation in silence. Let your focus be your loudest statement. Let your discipline speak louder than your declarations. This is the way of the wise. This is the path of those who do not just dream, but achieve. There is a quiet danger in revealing your weaknesses, for in doing so, you hand others a map to the places where you are most vulnerable. In a perfect world, honesty would be met with compassion, and transparency would be honored with trust. But in the real world, this world in which we live, there are those who will not use your truth to help you, but rather to hurt you. A single confession, a moment of openness, can be stored in the memory of someone who waits for the right moment to use it against you. This is not a call for paranoia, but a reminder that self-protection is not selfish. It is wise. We all carry wounds. We all have doubts, insecurities, fears, and scars from battles, both visible and hidden. But not every truth is meant for public knowledge. When you expose your struggles too freely, especially to those who have not earned your trust, you surrender power. What begins as a moment of vulnerability can become a weapon in the hands of those with small minds and hard hearts. Sometimes even those who smile with you will remember what you said in weakness and recall it when you rise, not to comfort you, but to bring you back down. This is why the wise are careful. They do not lie about their struggles, but they are selective in where and with whom they share them. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is the quiet discipline of holding your pain close, working through it without needing approval or applause. When you keep your weaknesses private, you maintain control over your image, your mind, and your journey. You create a sacred boundary around your growth, a space free from judgment, interruption, and unnecessary concern. There are those who will pretend to offer comfort, but secretly delight in your pain. They are not interested in your healing, only in your fall. If they know what troubles you, they will speak to that wound. If they know your fears, they will press on them, not because you have wronged them, but because they cannot stand the idea of your strength. Your weakness reminds them of their own, and rather than rise with you, they would rather pull you down beside them. This is not bitterness. It is truth spoken with caution. The wise have encountered such souls and learned to be silent, to guard their hearts as one guards a flame in the wind. Even in moments of failure, keep your dignity. The world does not need to know the full story. Speak of lessons, not wounds. Speak of the wisdom you gained, not the pain that nearly broke you. You are allowed to have moments of weakness, but you are not required to showcase them. The most powerful people are not those who never hurt. They are those who choose carefully where they reveal their pain. They cry in quiet rooms, they heal in silence, and they rise in strength when no one expects it. It is not about pretending to be perfect. It is about choosing self-respect over unnecessary exposure. You owe no one the full map of your soul, especially if they have not earned a place in your life. Hold your head high, walk with quiet confidence, and let the world wonder how you keep rising when they never saw you fall. Privacy is not secrecy. It is sovereignty. In a world that constantly pushes us to share, overshare, and expose every detail of our existence, choosing to protect your personal life is a radical act of strength. There is a sacredness in the parts of your life that belong only to you, your relationships, your family, your inner peace. These are not meant to be displayed for approval, likes, or judgment. When you reveal too much of your personal life to the world, you open the door not only to praise, but to scrutiny, envy, and interference. And when too many eyes are watching, even the most genuine moments can begin to feel performative, altered by the weight of outside opinions. There are those who believe that being open is always a virtue. They confuse constant exposure with authenticity, but the truth is, the most authentic people are often the most private. They do not need to document every conversation, every relationship, every success or setback, because they are secure within themselves. Their lives are not a performance for the world. Their peace is not built on public validation. They understand that what is truly meaningful does not require an audience. When you allow too many people into your personal world, you begin to lose control over it. Opinions will come uninvited and often uninformed. People will project their fears, their failures, and their insecurities onto your story. Some will celebrate you, yes, but others will attempt to dissect, criticize, or even sabotage what they do not understand. What they see is only a small part of your reality, yet they will judge it as if they've lived it. That judgment, especially when constant, can slowly chip away at your confidence and disturb your peace. The more they know, the more power they hold, and in the hands of the wrong people, even your joy can be turned into a tool for harm. There is freedom in being unknown. There is peace in being unseen. The moments you share with your loved ones, the real laughter, the silent support, the private conversations, those are treasures, not content. When you keep your personal life protected, you preserve the purity of your connections. You remove the pressure to perform and instead create space for truth to thrive. Your relationships deepen not because the world approves, but because they are nurtured away from the noise. Even those who appear close to you, friends, colleagues, neighbors, do not always need to know everything. Not out of distrust, but out of discernment. Not everyone in your circle is in your corner, and not every ear that listens deserves the truth. Some listen only to speak about you to others. Some observe only to find fault. To guard your personal life is to honor your own story. It is to say, this is mine, and I will choose when and how to share it, if I share it at all. In times of celebration, be grateful, but be measured. In times of struggle, be honest, but be wise. Not all healing must be witnessed. Not all happiness must be documented. The world will always demand more of you, but you do not have to answer every call. Protecting your personal life is not a weakness. It is a declaration that your peace is not for sale. Let them see your character, your purpose, your kindness, but let the rest remain yours. Because in a world where everything is shared, the greatest power lies in what you choose to keep for yourself. There is a reason the most powerful moves are made in silence. True intelligence does not boast of its next step. It simply takes it. When you speak of what you are about to do, when you reveal your plans prematurely, you give away the advantage of surprise, and with it, the energy that was meant to stay focused on the doing, not the telling. The world may be loud, but the most effective strategies are often born in quiet rooms and executed without fanfare. Silence, when intentional, is not weakness. It is wisdom in action. Every time you speak of your next move, you invite opinions, distractions, and expectations. Some will try to discourage you, not because you are wrong, but because they cannot see the vision that was given to you. Others will seek to imitate or compete, using your words to create obstacles or rivalries that never needed to exist. The more you talk, the more you allow people into a process that was meant to be protected. Words have power, and once spoken, they create a pressure to perform. That pressure can be distracting, even destructive, if it pulls you away from your focus and into the realm of appearances. In every journey, there is a sacred time when plans must be kept within. Like a seed planted beneath the soil, your next move needs space, quiet, and darkness to grow. Sharing it too soon is like digging up that seed to show others. It halts the process and exposes it to forces that may not nurture its growth. Wise people understand that success is best served as a result, not a promise. It is not in the announcements, but in the actions that true progress is made visible. Let them see the results. Let them wonder how you arrived. Let the work speak when the time is right. There is also a spiritual strength in silence. It protects your energy, preserves your momentum, and allows you to move without resistance. While others waste time explaining their intentions, the wise are already acting. While some seek applause for their plans, the truly focused seek progress. Because those who understand the value of their vision do not need approval, They are too busy building to worry about being noticed. They do not need to explain where they are going. They know that every step forward is a message more powerful than words. Even the people closest to you do not always need to know your every move, not out of secrecy or mistrust, but out of respect for the journey itself. Some things lose their strength when shared too early. Some paths require solitude to find clarity. When you move in silence, you protect yourself from sabotage, both external and internal. You prevent the noise of others from influencing your decisions, and you keep the flame of your drive burning undisturbed. In this life, everyone is watching, guessing, trying to measure what they cannot see. Let them wonder, let them talk, let them assume. You owe no one a roadmap to your destiny. Let your next move be so powerful, it speaks without a word. Let your growth, your results, your rise speak the language they tried to imitate but never truly understood. The strongest moves are the ones made with quiet confidence and unstoppable purpose. Keep walking. Keep working, keep silent, until the world has no choice but to notice. When you begin to share details about your wealth, your income, or the blessings you've worked hard to receive, you invite more than curiosity. You invite comparison, envy, and unnecessary judgment. Money, success, and the fruits of your labor are personal, and when exposed too openly, they can shift the energy around you. People may no longer see you as who you are, but as what you have, and when that happens, relationships change. The tone of conversation shifts, expectations rise. Some will admire you, yes, but others will quietly resent you. They will not see the years of sacrifice or struggle. It is the outcome they measure, not the journey. And when that outcome looks better than theirs, it becomes a mirror they may not want to look into. There is power in financial privacy. Just as you would not leave your door unlocked in a dangerous neighborhood, you should not leave your blessings exposed in a world where motives can be unclear. Not everyone celebrates your success. Some pretend to. Some smile with you but feel bitterness inside. That bitterness, when fed by jealousy, becomes a force that seeks to bring you down, not because you did anything wrong, but simply because you remind others of what they do not have. This is not a reason to hide in fear. It is a reason to walk in wisdom. The more people know about your income or possessions, the more opinions they will form. Some will begin to expect things from you: favors, loans, handouts. Others will question your choices, criticize how you spend, or accuse you of being greedy or arrogant. Your generosity may be taken for granted. Your discipline may go unnoticed. What was once a personal victory becomes a source of external pressure. Even those who once supported you may begin to feel entitled to a piece of what you've earned, and if you do not meet those expectations, resentment grows. Silence around your financial life is not about selfishness. It is about freedom. It frees you from the weight of others' assumptions. It protects your peace and allows you to live and grow without the constant noise of judgment or competition. When no one knows what's in your hand, they cannot try to take it. When no one knows what you've gained, they cannot plot to strip it away. You move with more clarity, more control, and more confidence when your blessings are kept between you and the people you truly trust. There is dignity in being humble about your success. The greatest victories do not need to be broadcasted to be real. You can live well without living loudly. You can bless others without announcing it. You can be wealthy in silence and generous in secret. That is real strength. That is real power. The world may try to convince you that visibility is value, that the more people who see your riches, the richer you are. But true wealth lies in independence, not attention. It lies in the ability to enjoy your life on your terms without needing approval or applause. Even when you are tempted to share, pause and ask yourself, who truly needs to know? Will this information serve peace, or will it stir unrest? Will it build trust or provoke tension? Speak of your values, speak of your lessons, but let your prosperity be something you manage, not something you parade. It is not what you show the world that defines your worth. It is what you protect, what you sustain, and what you use wisely that truly matters. The less they know about your wealth, the less control they have over your life. And in that silence, you will find the space to grow freely, without limitation or fear.